the North Texas Mean Green. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another error this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented.
He's got it along the sideline. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Northwestern right back to the line. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Rides the back on the option. Again, got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stick them out. And they did a really nice job on the first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the North Texas Mean Green sends out the offense, and they'll go on the attack for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He fires one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's coming. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense registers their 1st sack, and they're bringing pressure from the 2nd level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
He splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They're going to ride this running back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Looking for room. It's Maddox. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Crumps. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside zone 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Paul. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this game.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now through this team. I think...
Lofted toward the sideline. Intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
There's the pressure. Sets up the screen. Past the 40. On the move at the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Motion from the wideout. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on his hands.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They send the tight end in motion. They just keep firing. Looking for the score. Intercepted deep in his own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive.
Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Firing to the right, complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quarterback may change this route. Finds a tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and he'll bring up 4th down. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. North Texas really has it going on offense. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I'm kind of surprised by this this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers was good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Running to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Got the back over the middle. Tackled there by the defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Now, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Tees. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Tees. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen.
There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Inside the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
Start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got his man. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner will be brought down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Going to swing it on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it all right. They're finally able to haul him down in midfield. Northwestern right back to the line.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's coming. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Ole Miss and LSU, fellas, they've given us some classics, and we've got another good one brewing today. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Maddox. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The mean green after that last run. Why not go back to the well? Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The give out of the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mean Green. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on.
return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern. Fans headed out. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the side.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Quick completion on the out. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. North Texas really has it going on offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Okay, ready? That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarterback, cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Mean Green starting play in the final period here on second down. On the run, it's King. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's coming. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the air on first down. The safe call, the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about this.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you want to drive a... Get in a situation where it's easy and I just got to get a QB sneak and fall forward and I don't take care of the football. Priority number 1, mission number 1, got to get that snap, got to fall forward. Big time mistake.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think and put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Mean Green. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're
and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Texas. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Maryland sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in College Park. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. He's stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got him. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse.
Looking deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Motion from the back. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. The play action fake. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably... You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game, but I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this.
He lobs one high down the left side. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.